What is going on? My name is Scott, and I was able to build all of this furniture for my bedroom quite easily with little to no experience in furniture making and woodworking. And you can see it turned out super nice. So I figured I'd make a video just detailing exactly how I built this queen bed, these two nightstands, and this TV stand. First thing I started with was the bed. You can see at the list there, I had a bunch of this walnut wood, laid it all out, kind of figure out how to cut it up best. You can see I used the chop saw here, just cut into pieces, also the table saw, and then I had to cut the bigger posts, which took a while. It was kind of difficult. Ended up planing those. But then I just started to lay out basically the headboard on just kind of picking the pieces I wanted and what order I wanted them to be. And you can see I have it all laid out here. Ended up trimming those boards on either side to get the right width. And then I added the other trim boards going horizontally, flipped them all upside down, and started to nail with the 18 gauge brad nailer just from the back side. Added some 2x2s, which kind of connects the planks to the actual posts. And then threw a 2x4 on top with the 2x6 over that. Screwed everything from the bottom just so you wouldn't see any screws, and then also built the footboard. Only thing different on the footboard is you can see those little notches where the 2x4 is going to. Sanded everything up, and then used a Watco black walnut stain on everything. Turned out super nice. Ended up liking the color a lot. Got some regular 2x4s and screwed them in. You can see I added a middle support there. Had these little 2x4s that happened to fit perfectly. Did not need to cut those for some reason. And then added a bunch of these pieces going across just for extra support. And threw on some side pieces. Next thing is the TV stand. Once again, had some wide boards left over. Ended up running them through the table saw and then cutting them with the chop saw to size. This one was definitely the easiest because I ended up sanding everything beforehand. I recommend that. And then I just started laying it out. Super simple design. Nailed a couple of pieces together just to prevent it all from falling over. Started checking for square, which was pretty important to me. Didn't want it to look weird. And then I actually ended up just nailing it a little bit more together because it would still rack a good amount. So I wasn't too worried yet. But once I started putting in these pieces, you can see I have the square there. And this is really when it started to take shape and stopped racking as much. So I made sure I had that in there good. And then I also used these little template blocks just to make sure I had the same spacing everywhere, just to keep everything nice and consistent. And then I built the base for the bottom of it, and that was really about it. Sanded it again, got it all nice and pretty, and then put some more Watco black walnut stain on there. You can see it turned out super nice, holds the TV at the right height, and matches the bed super well. Last thing is the nightstands. Ended up saving $500 on these by not buying the ones I saw online that I kind of copied. Laid out all my wood pieces and used pocket screws for everything. Bought this pocket screw template from Craig. Made everything super easy. I recommend getting the right clamps, but you really just drill it out and then screw it together, as you can see. Attach the legs together with a piece in between, and then drilled it out so I can attach the legs to the top there. Instead of just doing it right away, I decided to build the drawer first. That way I could know the exact right spacing. Screwed down the legs once I had the spacing right, and then added some pieces in between the legs and the little bottom part, and then just the rails. Nailed the rails on. You can see the drawer's a little tight, but you always can sand it or add wax. Added a handle, and that was literally it. Super easy. If you guys want to see how I made all these in more detail, check out the links below. Thanks for watching.